Hello and welcome to the Daily Meal for Monday, the 23rd of May 2022. Today's Meal News, I'm going to share something with you that is a bit weird. So we've got this. It's regarding Zak Lovelace. This is from the dailyrecord.co.uk. But this is from the Scottish Daily Express.co.uk. And we have these two stories that are literally identical. They were posted today for some reason. There is literally nothing new here regarding Zak Lovelace. I'm not going to bother reading them because it is literally clickbait being published by the National Press of Scotland. That's how low they've sunk. This is literally clickbait. There is nothing new here. So they say that they revealed in January that Ibrox Rangers are interested in Zak Lovelace. Then they go about how it's going to be, there's less compensation if he goes to a different country than it would be if he went within England. And then they have the quotes. Mill boss Garrett speaking earlier this month. This is what I showed you. I told you this in a video. Either someone at the News at Den or South London Press had asked Garrett about the players in the squad who's going to get signed and that not. And he spoke about Zak Lovelace, and I showed you that before. And they literally requote Gary Rowett from that time, and it's literally identical. So they start off, look, Express Sport revealed that Rangers are keen on in January. Then they go about a conversation that is literally the exact same. Then they go on about Gary Rowett speaking and quote him. It is literally clickbait. Then they say Rangers use a similar loophole to land current star Calvin Bassey from Leicester City. And it's exactly here again. Where is it? If this will just go up. Yeah, the exact same thing about Calvin Bassey from Leicester City. This is just literally nonsense clickbait being published by the National Press of Scotland. Ridiculous. Now, I said earlier, I think I said the other day, whenever we've had stories about Zak Lovelace, they're talking about his homework. He was doing his homework on the bus up to Blackburn or wherever it was. He's doing his schoolwork. When I went to work today, I see all the kids out waiting at a train station at about 11 in the morning. And then I was like, what the fuck are they doing there? And then I figured, they probably just went in and did an exam, and now they're going home. And he's doing his GCSEs now. So it's clearly he's not going to be signing a contract until that's done and dusted. Even then, I don't know how strict his parents are, but maybe they'll wait for the results to come in. And then if he doesn't do well, maybe they won't. Or maybe if he doesn't do well, they'll go for more money because he hasn't got anything to fall back on. Or maybe if he does do well in his exams, he'll have something to fall back on, so it doesn't really matter. He'll go, if he's going to be studying something on Open University or Birkbeck or wherever he's going, maybe even he might, can he go to uni? Can't see why not. He's basically, no, he can't, because you've got to train during the day in the morning. So yeah, if he goes to like somewhere where Birkbeck, where they do the stuff in the evening, I guess, I don't know, but yeah. So I don't think anything's going to get signed until he's finished his exams, because every time we've heard a story about him, they mention about his schoolwork and the school had to give permission and all this stuff. So it's clearly at this moment in time an important part of his life. And this random clickbait from the Scottish press is just weird, especially where the two publications have the exact same thing. Let's see. So this one from Daily Express is by Scott Burns. See if the same person wrote the other one as well. Maybe it's the same guy selling the story to each thing. Oh, Scott Burns. So it's the same guy wrote it and sent it off for Daily Record and for Daily Express. And maybe I don't know if they're sister papers or what. I thought Daily Record was connected to the Sun, so maybe not. I don't know. But that is a bit weird. Yeah, just complete and utter clickbait. So that's a story about one youngster that hasn't signed. Now we're going to move on to a youngster that was released, and he has quickly, already, within 3 or 4 days of being announced by Millwall that he's released, got a new club already. Dan Moss. Dan Moss has signed for Woking. Dan Moss agrees to sign. This is from awokingfc.co.uk, and this is from 6 p.m. Monday the 23rd, so today. Woking Football Club is delighted to announce that Dan Moss has agreed to sign for the club once his existing contract with Millwall ends on the 30th of June. The defender will join the Cards on a 2-year deal till the end of the 23-24 season. So, a 2-year deal. That's some investment there. Moss, 21, began his career with Burnley in their youth system before moving to Millwall in 2019. There he became captain of the under-23 side before joining Darren Sarll's Yeovil Town on loan at the beginning of the 21-22 season. He went on to make 26 appearances under the current Woking manager. So that the geezer there, Darren Sarll, who was Yeovil Town manager when Dan Moss went there on loan and did very, very well, he's left Yeovil Town now and he's gone to Woking. And as soon as he's heard that Dan Moss is being released, he said, okay, he's probably gone straight on the phone. Come down here, come with me. I really liked you at Yeovil Town. I want you to come to Woking and play for me here. In January 2022, he moved on to another loan spell with Leyton Orient in League 2, where he played 6 times. Daniel has been a very important target from day one. When a team concedes 61 goals in a season, it is simple to recognise that improving the defensive unit of the squad is fundamental to any plan moving forward, said Woking manager Darren Sarll. Daniel is fiercely competitive and is exactly the type of player that the supporters will connect with through his determination and aggression. He's also at a great age to still develop and improve, and it's another one that has 2 years with us. I'm very happy to have him within our ranks, Sarll added. He becomes Woking's new signing under Sarll following Luke Wilkinson's arrival last week. Blah 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 blah. He's already got a bloody sponsor. Look at this. Millennium Locksmiths have become Daniel's player sponsor for 22-23. He's only bloody signed today and he's already got his player sponsor sorted. How is that? Nice. So, don't know what league they're in. Are they in the conference still? I think they are. So yeah, there you go. Well done to Dan Moss. 2-year contract. Nice. Good stuff. Good luck to you there, Daniel. Very good luck to you. So moving on now to this from newsatden.co.uk. It's an opinion piece about what do we need to sign. So this is from John Kelly. It's a feature. Like I said, an opinion piece. Newsatden.co.uk. With the official departure of Alex Pearce this summer after Matt Smith left last January, Millwall have lost a fair chunk of experience from the squad that started the last campaign. Both players were out of contract last summer, but Boss Garrett wanted them as part of his squad last season. Pearce and Smith agreed new deals, but both knew their playing time would be further limited compared to the previous campaign. Rowie and his recruitment department, including Alex Aldridge back as head of football operations, are planning for a busy summer in the transfer market. One key question is whether they need to replace that experience or at least get players with solid experience in the Championship, if not quite the several hundred appearances Pearce and Smith had between them. Indeed, so in terms of experience, there's something that cropped up today is Martin Kelly from Crystal Palace. Like, Premier League experience, can play anywhere across the back four. I don't know, can he play wing back as well. I'm not too sure because I haven't really seen him play that much, and he only played once for Crystal Palace last season in the FA Cup versus Hartlepool. He is 34 years old, so maybe that's too old, and with being on Premiership money, I'm sure he's going to have to take a hefty pay cut. But it's at Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace training ground is just down the road from Millwall's training ground. If he wants to carry on making a little bit of money, not what he's been used to at Crystal Palace, but some Championship money, without moving house or anything like that, and probably just not even reprogramming SatNav. Be quite easy to do that and come down to Millwall if Millwall want him. So that was spoken about today, Martin Kelly. Work is already well underway to assemble a squad for 22-23. The Lions currently have 19 senior players contracted at the club beyond this season, and one of them, Marlon Romeo, is likely to leave this summer. Several young players who have made senior appearances for Millwall, such as Alex Mitchell and Nana Boateng, could be sent out on loan, bringing that squad number down. Jed Wallace, above left, and Mikael Keftenbeld are due to be out of contract at the end of June, though. Both have been offered new deals. While Pearce's influence on the pitch won't be a huge miss, given he made just 9 appearances last season, what he brings off the pitch will be hard to replace. Rowett explained what Millwall are losing after the last game of the season against AFC Bournemouth. He's led when he hasn't played loads, Rowett said. He came in against Coventry and was absolutely phenomenal as a leader. There are not many players like Pearcey. What I would say is that there should be a lot of clubs out there looking at Alex Pearce because of what he can do is galvanise your dressing room and show leadership. He's one of the very few players left like that, and he's also a very good footballer, so he'll have options this summer. But for every team, you sometimes have to move forward in a different way, and Pearcey understands that. The biggest changes this summer will be an attack from last season's squad. Top scorer Benik Afobe, Oliver Burke and Shetty Ojo have returned to their parent clubs. Millwall haven't replaced Smith after the target man left for League 2 Salford City. Rowett has spoken about going in a different direction by trying to sign young, mobile forwards, but it remains to be seen if there is a place for an experienced big man up front. Not only that, but one would be happy, who would be happy starting at least half the games on the bench, a player such as Tom Heave, perhaps. Yeah, he's been released, hasn't he, by someone. Hull, is it? Or someone else? I don't know. It should be something worth considering given how often Smith was such an effective weapon coming off the bench. The injury time winner against Charlton Fleck at the Den in Rowett's first season immediately springs to mind. Another player leaving, Connor Mahoney, only proved his worth a handful of times. There were several false dawns after his $1 million move from AFC Bournemouth in the summer of 2019. His best month for the club was probably January 2020 when he came on and scored in a 3-1 league win against Luton Town, and then followed that up with another goal and an excellent performance full of skill and flair in the next game, a 3-0 FA Cup third round victory over Newport County. But he never kicked on from there. Millwall's biggest job will be replacing the goals and assists of Afobe and Wallace. If they can't get the form back from Stoke City, and if the latter leaves, Wallace got 12 assists last season, adding to his double-figure goal and assist hauls from each of the 2 previous seasons, and under contract Wallace would probably fetch well over $5 million in the transfer market, a figure Millwall couldn't pay for a replacement, underlining the size of the challenge if their best players played his last game for the club. News emerged yesterday that West Bromwich Albion are talking to Wallace over a move to the Orphans. Add Wallace's potential departure to those of Pearson Smith from last season's squad that started the campaign, and it's a huge chunk of nous and know-how, as well as their impact on the pitch, particularly in the case of the former. It's just another layer added into what is set to be a fascinating window for the Lions. Indeed, indeed, indeed. How many players will we be getting? Some players that we might be getting, or maybe going to Liam Delap. We're going to go back in for him. Is he set to go out on loan again? Man City will just keep rolling, didn't they? They won the league again, did they? So how's he going to get in there? It's going to be hard for him. So maybe he goes out on loan. Maybe he comes to us because we were linked to him last season. But again, that's going to be another punt. It's kind of Troy Parrott style punt. Now Afobe has a bit of class and a bit of quality about him, and we gave him the opportunity to flourish. And like I said in the previous video, if Afobe goes somewhere and he's just in a stable of strikers and he has bit parts, I don't think he's going to play as well. If he comes to a club where he's the main man, which is at Millwall, he was the main man, then he's going to do very well again. So, but what can you do? What can you do? I don't know. So we wait and see. We wait and see. Cardiff have made 4 signings already, but to be honest with you, they're nothing to shout about. If I'll wait until literally, if we sign some bangers, I don't care when these come. They could come 10 minutes before the transfer window closes. If they are absolute bangers and it's going to boost us up, then it doesn't matter. Sign them tomorrow, sign them in the end of the transfer window. I don't care. But we definitely need some players in, don't we? We've only got 19 contracted players. And Rowett said the other day you should expect 24, 3 goalkeepers and 2 players for every position. So, and that means 24. So we've got to sign at least 5 more players, haven't we? But then they said Marlon Romeo is going to be one of the contracted players. Will be leaving, so then we've got to sign 6 players. And we can't really keep plugging the gaps with loan players. You got to sign some talent yourself and see what they can do. But then if you do, we did that with Colin Mahoney and got stung because he didn't really do anything, did he? But yeah, and on that note, thank you for watching and goodbye.